Okay, so the next thing that I do want to do, yeah, I want to go into I want to go into the town and do the next story quest because he's telling us to go look for Daddy ZHONGLI, and I'm down to look for him. So let's do it. Yeah, let's do the story quest because we did the dailies already. We actually did more than the dailies. The dungeon was fun. The fun farewell. What do you mean? Oh no, dude, this thing is not like safe. Like, I know it may seem obvious, but if I was a tourist, I will probably just fall into it. And I don't know how to swim, which is like something that I need to fix. But I don't know how to swim. And I will be like, yeah, okay, whoever built this town, like, fuck them. No, it looks cool, but I feel like that's just not safe. A kid could fall into it as well. I'm gonna continue the story for now, for a little while, because I you know, unless there are suggestions on what else I could do, then yeah, that's what I'm gonna continue for a little while at least. But yeah, back to the fairy lady.
Is there anything I can do for you two?
Undertaker.
I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've
Oh
come
no.
to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui?
Yeah, but they're friends, dude.
Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House.
Oh
Do you
no.
think he doesn't know about the attack on Lille? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
Not complete, like, unless we complete it fast. I'm going to do the next act, or at least I'm gonna advance it. If I find it to be too difficult, then I'm just gonna keep grinding. But if I find it to be, like, you know, durable, then I'm gonna continue it. It's also because I'm curious about what happens with Zhongli, honestly. Like, I'm honestly, like, quite, I don't know, maybe fascinated is the word with the character so far, and I've enjoyed his personality a lot, and I want to see where he goes. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. But again, if you know, if I find it too difficult, I can go ahead and grind everything else. And I think I'm on the wrong side, but that's fine. And also, like, you know, I'll find time to go ahead and do, like, whenever I do the dailies, I hope that I'm able to do, like, for example, I was defeating the electro hypostasis because I want to ascend Biru, so I went ahead and collected that as well, and so on. I am very close to ascending Sucrose, but that's gonna come naturally, and then I'll figure something else out for Barbara and Yanfei as we go along. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna come naturally. I think, you know, hopefully. And then, you know, the things that I do have to grind, I'm gonna grind.
You call this cooperation between harbingers?
What? I would like to know what the fuck is happening, you know, with Childe. Because I feel like it's been established that he's evil. Like, he was tricking us, and you know, we know that he's evil. But suddenly, like, we are kind of rivals, and we're like, yeah, you know, you try to kill us, and you transform into a monster. But, like, you know, we're friends, so I don't get it. Yo, there's Signora.
Child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
I'm not friends with the dude.
It's Zhongli and Childe. And you're also one of the harbingers?
I like the little pose.
It's you two.
Mm.
I believe we've met once before.
Yeah,
In
actually.
the city of Bards.
We
was
got
it?
our asses
I'm glad
handed to
you
us.
still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Yeah, I want to know what was that. Like, you legit went head, you know, toe to toe with a god, and you were like, yeah, breathe, still calm. I still have time to take it back. Yeah.
No, don't let her get to you.
Oh, come
You
on.
have yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost you can handle.
Come on, Paimon, we
So
got it.
might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first
Funny
time
thing is, a
seeing
lot
each
of
other
people
since
really like
Liyue was
Childe,
nearly
really.
wiped off the map.
Well, I can, you know, he
This
has
is
some
certainly
good
a
charisma,
bit
but at the same time,
awkward, wouldn't you
I
say?
don't know, I don't like him. I never liked him when he appeared. I didn't trust him. But now I was right about him,
Now
and I don't like
say
him.
That. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had
He's
anything
funny though,
against
or
you
he was
personally.
funny when he was friendly.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you?
No.
Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
Oh yeah, the little tussle. You try to
Nothing
kill us,
personal.
dude.
We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's
I'm gonna
up to
start
you.
stop the autoplay real quick. This kind of reminds me, but way more brutal, right? But it reminds me of my favorite Pokemon game, Black and White. How, you know, N was constantly fighting us and trying to like make us stop training and like get all of our Pokemons released. Like legit, he was trying to do that. And he was like friendly to us constantly. And he was like, you know, we have different views, and I'm just trying to like, you know, change the world entirely. And we were like, yeah, we're trying to like avoid you doing that, but we're friends. In this case, however, it's not about us releasing Paimon or something like that. It's more like, you know, like he legit tried to kill us. Again, I don't like him. I love N in Pokemon Black and White, but a Childe, no.
The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Senora and Childe, what the fuck are you talking
actually,
about?
I think
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time
Yo,
to chat
nice
once
shot.
I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Noses.
What in the world are you talking about?
Please don't tell me Childe is evil.
Is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
I think I might cry. Oh my fucking god, dude. For fuck's sake, dude.
How sanctimonious.
So Childe is actually Rex Lapis? What? I didn't have any suspicions, I'm not gonna lie.
What? So you're the Lord of...
Yo.
No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the
Yeah, what are you doing, my boy?
I do not give it for free.
You do not give it for
I
free.
give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Dude, so we were doing this whole thing, right? To summon him, but he was actually with us the whole time. Laughing my ass up, I was trying so hard not to spoil it when you asked if you got to meet Rex Lapis. So we met him all along. I'm afraid, yeah. Okay, hold on. Why did you feign your own death?
You don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Paimon is right here.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see.
I like the eyes
Am
of
I
Senora,
right?
I must admit.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain.
Yeah, explain to me, dude.
As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together.
Yo,
with
why
the Adepti.
this got so
Even
juicy?
Boulders that can withstand whirlpools.
And I thought
will
the
erode
last
with the
episode
passing of time.
was incredible.
I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day."
Okay.
I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
No, don't feel
As I
sorry.
began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Childe, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
God damn, dude. Like, to be fair, the game's interpretation of gods, because this sounds something like, you know, like something from like legit mythological roots, where like gods just go insane and be like, hey, you know what, like we need a test, so let me just like start a war, or you know, like, you know, this disease might kill like half humanity or 70% humanity, but let's drop it and see what happens. That type of stuff. They nailed that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, god damn. Like just being like, hey, you know what? I feel like a test is needed, and what we need to do is go ahead and gather everybody who's evil within the town, and then like let's let them try to destroy the town and see what happens, like this whole city, and see what happens. And if they survive, like they are worthy of my presence. And if they don't, then you know, so be it. Let me guess, you had another plan in case it all bore down. Actually, no, I don't think he's not the type of person to have a plan. Zhongli is not the type of person to have a plan. So far, all the gods have been incredibly disappointed, though. Like, their actions are incredible. So were you satisfied with the finale?
Indeed I was.
Okay.
The gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the gnosis until now.
Okay.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course.
Okay.
But it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced
that
with the death of
doesn't
his
happen
deity.
often, but yeah.
The
Takes a lot of
resolution
time,
to
but yeah.
all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people.
Well, that is true, but
Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence.
oh,
This
come on, man.
Despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Childe. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler.
I like you.
All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing.
Huh?
I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done,
I feel
they
tricked.
seized the opportunity
I'm
to
confused.
supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
God damn.
That doesn't sound good at all.
I'm angry. Did you look at the
On
face? She was like,
contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most.
okay.
As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Because you want the
What about
cheesing,
me?
huh?
Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
Yeah, fuck you. By the way, I don't give a fuck. I don't understand why people like Child. But reality is, everybody was in it, like almost everybody, to be fair, was in it to try and stop, you know, destruction and losing lives. And this guy just wanted to earn the power of the god, essentially. So no, nobody should feel remorse for you. Fuck you. It's interesting how both gods always live as humans. and try to not let anyone find out. But you know, they also slip up a bit. Like Benti went ahead and told the nun, like, hey, by the way, like I am your god, and the nun was like, you know, get the fuck away from me. But Benti was like, yeah, I am a god. Zhongli was just chilling. Like Zhongli was like, you know, whatever happens happens, I guess. Like nothing matters. No wonder he's so OP, by the way, of course. Child just wants to have fun. Yeah. He's a child in heart, and also he wants power. I don't know, man. He's super weird. Like so far I don't like him.
I think that
But
thanks would be more
however, I
appropriate.
have to admit,
You certainly
it goes to
played no
show that
small
he's a
part in
great
all of this.
villain. You know what I'm
Wreaking
saying? Like
havoc
if I
and
don't like
turning
him,
the
that doesn't
scene
mean that he's
upside
not a great
down.
character. It
The
just means
Lord
that
of
he inspires
Geo ought to
hatred in
thank
me,
you for your
which is
performance,
a
if
positive
anything.
thing. It's generating something. You know, it's important for it's better to feel, you know, negative about a character than feeling, you know, neutral and being like, I don't give a fuck.
If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, adepti, and a god,
Well, you were
the
a
lump
toy
of
essentially,
coal resting
child,
in the hands
is
of
what
the
they're saying.
Geo-Archon,
Because yeah, you were
here
part of the thing,
would
but you were
never
never
have
the
been able
end
to become
product.
a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on mocking me like that?
See, exactly.
Are you itching for a fight?
We were both equally full. You really embarrassed yourself this time.
Hey, haven't you learned the Leo is saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then,
I
with
think
Gnosis
a
in my
child's story
possession,
quest
I
may
have
change
no
your mind a
use
bit.
for such
Maybe.
idle
I need to
chatter.
get to know him better.
We should return to
Yeah, for
Zapoyani
sure.
Palace
If
and
there is a
seek an
chance, then
audience
I'll
with
do
our
so.
majesty.
Because the game has a lot of
Besides,
characters. I just need the time
come, child.
with them to connect.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
So, like,
Do
okay.
as you
Is Signora
wish.
playable, by the way?
Now,
She
then,
seems really cool.
is there anything else you wish to ask me?
I'd like to know what the Cryo Archon offered you. What could possibly reward a Gnosis? Yeah.
Right.
Signora is not playable yet. Okay.
A good trade is a
Okay, I
fair
think I
trade.
might I
Someone
think
has
like
no idea
legit.
What could be a good trade for a Gnosis?
I think like legit once that drops, the banner for her drops, I'm sure that people are gonna go broke for her. Like I just have the feeling. I don't know what tells me. What could possibly be like the factor for people to go ahead and try to get her? And especially if her kid is insane, right? You know, she goes toe to toe with gods, you know. So they should make her like incredible, right? But I'm sure that that's gonna be a banner that's gonna break the fucking game. That if anything, maybe, you know, I'm just throwing ideas, but it should have been like the anniversary banner. Now that I think about it, but you know, maybe they should have been it for the second one or something along those lines. A bigger celebration, perhaps.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Then what the hell are you doing?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts.
Yeah, okay, like
As for the bargaining chip that the
that is
Tsaritsa
cool,
used to
Chun-Li. I
balance the
gotta admit that
scales,
it's cool that you're a man of
cover
your
that
word, but
answer for yourself
at one
in your
point
future
contracts
journeys.
have to be broken if they're not unfair. Well, not really. Maybe like I'm speaking like out of real life experience, I guess, of me being like, you know, you shouldn't do that. I guess there are obvious consequences in real life, but at this point, when we're talking about, you know, a god, I feel like that's insane. The anniversary banner should have been just higher rates and all 5 stars. I think that at least they could have added the 5 stars into the banner as featured. I don't understand why they didn't do that. But yeah, you know, the highest rarities in the banners would have been fantastic. Can I talk to you again?
Paimon can't absorb so much information at once. So, Zhongli, what sort of contract
Yeah, I want to
did you sign with the
continue
Cryo
talking to
Archon?
him. I want to know what
I'm
happened.
so curious.
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge
Ah,
any
come
of its
on, man.
You're so petty.
That was it? Oh, man. Can I steal from the bank again? just to get some revenge of Childe. Not that it matters, but it will be fun to go ahead and get it again. No? Okay, well fuck. Alright, Childe, I don't understand what you're doing, but that Childe, Zhongli, I don't get it, but talk to the person in the bank. Oh no, I left. Hold on, can I go back? No! Sorry, I didn't read the message in time.
The rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying
Hold
to
on.
organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, but I want to go and find out what I can get from the bank. Or like what type of dialogue I can get. Hold on. I think I can get there with, you know, my own brain without having to go to the quest. Okay. Hold on. I want to go ahead and do it anyway. Oh yeah, you're right. There is more that we can get. No, are you talking to me? I wasn't actually. Like, could you please leave me alone? No, I don't care if we're socializing with you right now. Enter it? That's a really weird way to enter, you know, banks and Faye, to be honest with you. Yeah, she only is here. But I want to talk to you. I'd like to make an exchange. But no, this is not it. Oh yeah, this is it, right? I was like, no, this is not it. Yeah, it is. Exchange it. Exchange, there you go. I mean, it's not that much. But you know, it's money. Alright, Zhongli, I'm gonna leave you be. You're still my favorite character so far, but at the same time, like, the plot twist was insane. Like, it was just incredible. I wasn't expecting something like that, but then again, you know, at least I know that he's not evil. He just happens to have, like, a midlife crisis as a god. Trying to figure out if he's useful to his people and what Leeway can do without him. At least it seems like it. Cool. You got it. Okay. Pick this up. And then this again. Alright, let me talk to you.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him
So
Childe.
people know about the Fatui just like that, huh?
They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows
I
what
also
those
think that they
greedy, crooked
hide
folks-
and be like, yeah,
Lower
don't
your
look at
voice.
us.
If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes.
Uncle
And to think that
Son.
this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed.
These people are
I mean,
woke.
it all
Are
fits
woke.
together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural
The
powers
war that
must this
happened
person
2,000
possess
years
to be able to
ago
do such
sounds
things?
super cool
I have never
though.
heard of such a person in all my years.
I would love to go ahead
Forget it. Guessing's
and
no
make it
use to
playable,
us.
I guess.
Look,
Like, you know,
the
make
Millilith
those
over there looks like he's
gigantic
about to make
fights
an
happen.
announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Okay, the fond farewell, huh? Okay, let's continue. Let's listen to Millet. Okay, so this is quite a petty freaking... This is quite a petty festival. An announcement. Like, nobody showed up, huh?
Hear ye all! The Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust.
The best festival in the game was the Lantern Ride. Is there a way to play that?
Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials.
Or maybe it's seasonable. Is for seasons and not right now.
That Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in base
Lantern Ride is only an event. There might be another one with a different storyline that Chinese New Year. Alright. Hopefully.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said.
I don't know. I guess they said that Rex Lapis died because of the divine trial.
So that's how they're spinning it.
Kinda.
Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this
Because they don't care.
like
I don't think the Chising care. They want to control.
Already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything.
Also, you're speaking too loud. There's people around you, dude.
Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
That's possible.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Alright, let's go.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
I mean, not really.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Madame Ping.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence
thank you,
the Yuan
Coco.
have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
We have to talk?
She really is looking.
Yo, alright.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
I didn't do anything, really.
So young. The Liyue Chising always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Can I actually pick something?
Oh,
Yo. No, come on, dude. Can I ask for something?
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Well, at least we talked, but I wanted something else, I guess, to happen. Maybe she could have asked for those boosts that you know, the Adepti gave them, or you know, for help, you know, getting more power, I guess. Which we're gonna need. Talk to the people. I'm guessing these are the people. Yeah, thank you for remembering that we need to look for a brother, by the way.
Why you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless?
Oh, we're looking
If you were
for a
looking
brother,
for
dude.
someone, you could have just told me that in private.
A 1 out of 3.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe
Roping
that
you in.
future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
Alright, can you?
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
Okay, we get it. You're like legit a servant to this. Look for Zhongli at the scene. Oh, here he is. So the god is here. Jesus. That is not a way to drop. But anyway. Hello, hello, hello. Yo.
Hey, Zhongli!
Hey, yeah.
Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again.
But he doesn't care.
You are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700
It mustn't,
years?
like, it has to not be easy, right?
If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
I'm guessing you don't have money.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout. But you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinya kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
It's cool that we can have dinner with a god.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
You've been this way this entire time, by. Why will Morax like Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals
Come
do.
on, man.
When I was journeying with
Also,
you,
I don't think that's
still
good
had the
for
notice in
inflation.
hand,
I
knew
think
that I must soon
I
retire
think
from
that's
my
a
role
problem.
as
Just
an
print more
archon.
money.
So
I don't
had
think that's
to
the way it works.
rehearse
It's so funny that the series
for
says
my
that you're
new
standing among an Archon without knowing. Yeah, I mean, everybody looks out of place. All the main characters look out of place, and they never actually look their way. You know, it's funny.
Oh, no wonder.
Same happened with
Gets it
Benti.
now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to.
Okay, so that's
But
why
since you weren't used to not being
he
able to
acts the
just
way he acts.
Make more Mora as and when you wanted to. You had to try becoming a parasite.
A
to
parasite.
society Who lives off of other
Oh
people's
no, Paimon, what the fuck?
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that.
Oh, it is true, yeah.
In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions.
Well, that
roles,
is
and
indeed like
lives.
that is
The Archon
like
Morax
how society
never
works. You know,
experienced
you
life
spend
as
money
the
for
true
time
mortal
and
Zhongli
experiences.
could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli,
Aw.
traveling the streets of.
But where are you
Liyue
gonna
with
go
you.
though? It was a fine journey.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without
No.
partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
We found already
I
too,
fear
huh?
that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Close.
Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball.
It's canon that you become an
And just as the
NPC
people
once you
of
lose your
Liyue
vision.
preferred to call me Rex Lapis.
What do you mean?
She too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
So like, if you lose your vision, if you lose your dream, you just become one of them? Like, not aware of what's happening? So they don't see us as we see ourselves? Or am I looking in too much into it?
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Right?
Yo, Raiden
That is
Shogun?
the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
Raiden Shogun. So Raiden Shogun is actually an Archon, huh? Yo, let's go. I had no idea. I was summoning for her. I never got her, but I was summoning for her without knowing. Pretty much, it's not actually canon, but it seems to be what's happening. Oh, okay. Once you lose, that is a really cool metaphor, to be fair. Like, to think of that, to think about the fact that, you know, you just become one of them if you happen to lose your vision and you know, what you're looking for. That's incredible. The Shogun, yeah, Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power.
True.
But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
Okay.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon
Reminds
is the
me
god of freedom, and the
likely
Geo
that
Archon is the
not a
god
lot
of
of people like. Yeah, it depends actually.
the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity.
Yo.
It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
It isn't the exact same thing, but if you watch, like, you know, you've watched me for quite a long time, you know that I love Dragon Ball. And, you know, it could happen that somebody watching this somehow, some ways, a Genshin fan and also, like, a Dragon Ball fan. But it reminds me a lot of, like, Samus's visions of, like, he wanted to destroy all mortals, right? That was the thing. In this case, this god is trying to get rid of, you know, divinity out of the mortals' lives, which is not exactly the same, right? But it's kind of like it.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity.
Okay, yeah.
Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles.
Heaven.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Oh god. I mean, can I ask for, like, all of them? What about Chao? As for the Liu Kishin? Shishin? God damn it, I forgot. The Q, it's Chichi. Yeah, Chishin. Okay. Now about Mora, there's nothing else. Now, how about the trial? About the trial, yeah.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Chising were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Okay, what about Child?
Yeah, about that. Before the Chising made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything.
Which is a positive thing, because people are gonna look at him as you know, somebody
it is undeniably
evil.
True that Childe did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Chising from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui.
Rightfully so.
Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Childe's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else?
As for the Liyue Gishin,
The Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been...
Okay.
All right then. Was there anything else you
about Mora? Yeah.
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the
Signora has it. Jesus.
Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo-Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Paimon, you don't need the money anyway.
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Of course not, dude. He's broke.
Private fund. This does seem like a good
So that's why you
logical
didn't have
common
it.
sense
You
idea.
didn't have a common sense idea. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
You didn't do it.
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time.
He just doesn't give a
Alright
fuck
then.
about it.
Was there
Alright,
anything
that
else
was
you
funny.
wished to
Okay, now if there's
Well
nothing
then.
else, bro.
I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Serendipity, okay.
You know, this is starting to feel like chili pepper weather. Paimon's hungry for some fresh and fiery, spicy foods that let your taste buds have a blast.
Okay, thank you, Paimon, for that comment.
There's one dish that fits the bill. It's black-back perch stew. Come on, let's
I was like, what? I entered first person mode. Why did they put this here? Alright. Okay, that was cool. That was super interesting to witness. But yeah, like goddamn, all the plot twists and everything that's happened, I cannot believe it. It would be cool if Genshin had a first person mode. It would be fantastic for sure. But yeah, that was insane. Everything that happened was just incredible, for real.